Hey everyone, did you realize there was a new tax code signed into law for this year? I mean, how could you not? In this video, I'll discuss 3 points of confusion as they relate specifically to real estate and give you the knowledge you need to know what actually passed into law. Check it out. Regardless of your political opinion, there's been a lot of confusion regarding the new tax law that the president signed this year. While you should consult your accountant and/or attorney to address all aspects related to your specific situation, I'd like to attempt to ease your fears on some aspects related to real estate and home ownership. The following is not meant to be a resource for tax advice, but instead a resource for basic information concerning only certain aspects of the new tax code and how they may impact the real estate market. There were 3 major areas of concern in the original proposed changes that had people all upset. The 3 top areas of concern resolved around these ideas: changing the requirements for the exclusion of a gain on the sale of a principal residence, the reduction in the limit of the mortgage interest deduction, and the elimination of the state and local tax deduction, which includes property taxes. I'm going to describe to you what the confusion was and what the ultimate law now says. So first up is the idea of paying tax on the gain of your personal residence when you sell it for more than you bought it for. In the original proposal, owners would need to live in their house for at least 5 out of the last 8 years to claim this exemption. Under the former tax framework, a typical owner who had lived in their house for at least 2 years out of the last 5 years would pay nothing in capital gain taxes if they sold the house for more than they paid for. With the new tax code, there's been no change. The at least 2 years out of the last 5 years requirement is unchanged. Next up was the mortgage interest deduction. In the original proposal, they wanted to reduce the limit of the mortgage interest deduction from $1 million to $500,000. If you had a mortgage higher than this amount, you would no longer be able to deduct that interest. The new tax code reduces the limit on deductible mortgage debt to $750,000 for new loans taken out after December 14, 2017. Current loans up to $1 million are grandfathered. So for those of you who want the 1% to pay their fair share, it looks like this is a good sized $250,000 tax increase to them, eh? And for those in high cost states like us here in Massachusetts, where $500,000 may not go as far as some would think, it still helps the majority of us with loans under this amount. And finally, we have the state and local tax issue. The original proposed the elimination of the state and local tax deduction, which includes property taxes. This would have been a huge cut to those 1%ers, and probably to many of us here in Massachusetts too, with our high property values and taxes. The new tax code allows an itemized deduction of up to $10,000 for the total of state and local property taxes and income or sales taxes. Still, this only helps if you itemize, and with the large increases in the standard deduction, you may or may not be impacted here. Make sure you check with your own accountant for your specific situation. So will the new tax code affect you? Maybe. As Capital Economics reports, given most households will see an overall tax cut and potential buyers are likely to put that savings towards their home, we doubt it will have a significant detrimental impact on the housing market. So you should definitely consult your accountant and or attorney about your specific situation. But hopefully I've helped clear up some confusion that have come about, mostly from various political viewpoints and how people feel about the president. But as with everything that comes out of Washington, we can never be sure what they intended. So hopefully I was able to clear up some confusion about this bill as it relates specifically to real estate. And if you're thinking of buying or selling a house this year, give me a call. For more information, you can read my buyers and sellers guides published each season, loaded with free information for you. These guides are my free gift to you. You can read things to consider when buying a home, things to consider when selling your home, as well as the Millennial's Guide to Home Ownership. Just click the link in the description of this video, go to michaeltopman.com, or visit me on facebook.com/MikeWTopman.